How the heck did I lose $463 today? Come on. Stick around and find out, guys. Hey guys, Jared Wesley here of Live Traders, and today's trades were MOS and MA, and all in all, it wasn't the best day I've ever had. That's for darn sure. I lost $463, as you can see on the screen. One of them was a little bit unfortunate. We got stopped right on the penny on MA, and then MOS just didn't work. So let's dig in and see what exactly happened today. So today was Monday, okay, September 17th. We're still coming out of the summer doldrums. Things will start picking up again in a couple weeks as we get back into earnings season in October, okay? But until then, we're gonna have some slow moving markets, some choppiness. The gap lists each day are not gonna be all that good. So we just have to grind it out for the next couple, 2 or 3 weeks, and then things should get a lot better, okay? So the first trade that I took today was on MOS. And as always, we start with the daily chart. The daily chart of this was quite nice. It was probably the nicest daily chart of the entire gap list today. So if you look on the daily chart, we have pivots. We gap over a red bar, 1 pivot, and then 2 pivots, and then over the 32 area, it's the 3rd pivot. So MOS was actually gapping over 3 pivots today. So I like this, and I said, you know what, guys, if we can get MOS over 32.30, I want to trade this thing. And I even put that on my favorites list today. So when MOS gave us kind of a pseudo 3-bar play on the 2-minute, 1-minute, we got in right around 32.38, 32.39 with about a 30-cent stop loss, okay? And MOS, honestly, it just chopped around and chopped around. It went higher, pulled back, went higher, pulled back. I mean, it was just overlapping kind of Christmas tree type stuff, and it really kind of annoyed me, honestly. But eventually this thing started to move higher and got up to $32.71. So ultimately at one point we were up on this about $520, which was just over 1R. And as you guys know, per my plan, when a stock goes up 1-to-1, I raise the stop loss up to break even. Well, unfortunately, after going up 1R, it just started to tumble and just came down very quickly, actually, and it stopped us out at break even. I think I made $20 or $30 on this trade, and it doesn't look that good even now. It looks like it's probably going to stop out anyway, so it looks like maybe we saved some money on this. Not a bad trade, meaning it was a great gap, it was a very good entry, but the market was just too weak for MOS today, right? The markets went lower for most of the time that we were in this trade, which is really hard to get a stock to work when the market is going completely against you, okay? So that didn't work, but here's the good news. We didn't lose money on it. We actually made a little bit of money, not much, but we didn't lose on it, okay? Now, we switched to MasterCard, MA, and this time we're gonna start with the 60-minute chart instead of the daily chart. So the 60-minute chart had a nice 2-day consolidation right around the $219 area, okay? So over 219 on the 60, I really liked the MasterCard. I believe it's an all-time high. It has a lot of room to go higher. The gap up today was pretty nice over that consolidation, and it looked like something that if the market just stayed neutral today, this thing probably would have worked. So now we drill down to the 5-minute pre-market chart, right? 5-minute pre-market chart. Now, one of the things you're going to notice about this chart is how beautiful it is, right? It's got this beautiful consolidation right between 218 and 220. So I'm thinking to myself, gosh, if MasterCard can get over $220, this thing is going to rip. It's just going to scream higher today because that consolidation pre-market was so beautiful. And I put that on my pre-market favorites list. Watch MA over $220 today. All right. Well, ultimately, when it opened up, it just pulled back. It never really gave an opportunity to get in it over 220. So it pulled back, it pulled back, it pulled back, it pulled back, and then it left a 5-minute buy setup at support. Okay, and that buy setup was right around the $218 mark with a stop at $217.50. The low of the day was $217.55. Well, I put my stop right at $217.50. So I gave it 5 cents under the low. Well, this stock bounced up actually pretty decent. It bounced up about 80 cents or about 0.8 R. Not quite 1-to-1 because at 1-to-1, I raised my stop up to break even. Okay, so then it chopped around, and then what happened was the market started to get really, really weak. All right, MA was doing a pretty good job of holding up in a range. Okay, there was some support, there was some resistance, but it was holding basically the 218.50 to the 219 range. And I thought, okay, as long as the market doesn't roll over, we should be okay. This thing looks good. Okay, well, the market did roll over, and MA came down with it. Here's the negative. MA came right down to $217.50 on the penny. In fact, it filled me on the way back up at $217.53, and then it just started to move higher. Now, I don't know if this thing's gonna hit target by the end of the day. I just know that I got stopped out and lost $400 and some on the penny. So I'm not terribly pleased. Nobody wants to be the exact penny of the low of the day and then watch the stock go against you. Now, most of the time, guys, under a half number or a whole number, I usually put the stop under that area. Why? Because whole and half numbers seem to hold very well. But sometimes on whippier or spreadier stocks, okay, I won't do that because they have such a big spread, you're going to take a lot of slippage. So instead of putting my stop loss at 217.49, I put it at 217.50. And in this case, it may have cost me a lot of money, right? I don't know. Perhaps MA will work today. If it does, that's plus 1,000 versus minus 500. That's a $1,500 difference over 1 penny. Remember we talked about why trading is so hard? Well, that's one of the reasons. This categorizes in the bullshit section, right? Where you take slippage or you get stopped on a penny. Pennies really matter. So ultimately, guys, after the MOS trade and after the MA trade, I lost $463 today. The frustrating part was simple. Both of those trades were in the green at one point, right? It really went back and forth today. I was in the red, I was in the green, I was in the red, I was in the green, and I was up about 500 or 600 total at one point, maybe a little bit more than that. I took a couple pictures of that. You can see the MOS, I'm up right there. I'm up, and then drops down, stops me at break even. MA, I'm up, and then boom, drops down and stops me out. Guys, that's part of trading. I'm following the rules of my plan, and over 500 trades, 700 trades, 1,000 trades, it does extremely well. But hey, sometimes the market is very choppy. So for example, January through the end of May, early June, I kicked ass this year, killed it, right? But July, August, half of September, not so great. It's been very choppy. Follow through has been lacking a little bit, but that's okay. That's the summer doldrums, and that's what you expect. I tell you guys this all the time. 12 months of the year, you want to be honest and realistic, not a bullshit trader, a real trader. 12 months of the year, you're going to have 6 average months. Average is about 20-to-1, right? So 20 times what you're risking, whatever you're risking, okay? 3 months are going to be absolute crap. All right, you're gonna break even, be up a little bit, be down a little bit, just crap garbage. And the other 3 months are gonna be awesome 30, 35, 40-to-1 months, okay? Of your risk, times your risk, okay? Not your account, times your risk, all right? So you could literally, if you're risking 1%, you could make 30% 1 month, 40% 1 month sometimes. But you're gonna have 2 or 3 months a year where you break even or you make a few $100s or you lose a few $100s. That happens, okay? That absolutely happens. You have to think big picture. Stick to the statistical probabilities. That's how traders make money in the long run, okay? Guys, I have the new PTS course is ready for those of you guys interested in taking professional trading strategies. Best course in the industry. But today, I wanted to spend just a second talking more about this. okay, is Trader's Guide to Success. Let me put that in there. Trader's Guide to Success, guys. This is an ebook. You can get it at livetraders.com, okay? That happens to be a paperback version of the ebook. But go to livetraders.com and download the free ebook. Okay, it's got a lot of great articles in trading. It teaches some patterns in there. It's probably the best ebook out there. I say that simply because I've read a lot of ebooks and most of them are just, all they are is pure sales pitches. Right? Most ebooks are just pure sales pitches. This has some really good stuff in it. It's 85 pages, and I would say 70 of those 85 pages are really quality articles, things that I've written, trades that I've taken, etc., and so forth. Then there's information about live traders in there and some of the services that we offer. So go to livetraders.com and check out the Trader's Guide to Success free ebook, okay? If you haven't subscribed to the Live Traders YouTube channel, you need to do that, guys. I put out about 3 of these videos a week, and I have some cool new content coming out. Not necessarily trade reviews, but just more learning how to trade, chart reviews, as well as patterns, teaching you guys some things. I have some really good educational content coming out, so you don't want to miss that, all right? You can check me out, Scoutmaster on StockTwits, Scoutmaster1 on Instagram, and you can also check me out at Scoutmaster on Twitter. But again, don't forget to subscribe to the Live Traders YouTube channel. Jared Wesley here of Live Traders. Have a good one. I'll talk to you again soon.